In mid-June 2005, on a vacation beach in a coastal city in India, several local tourists went to enjoy the sea. Unexpectedly, they heard a strange and eerie roar coming from the surrounding sand dunes. Driven by curiosity, some of the braver tourists decided to follow the sound to investigate. Not long after, they suddenly discovered, near the beach, a bizarre, pitch-black humanoid creature. Its body was tightly entangled in fishing nets, and its lower half resembled the tail of a whale. The mysterious being not only had a human torso and a fish-like tail, but also lay on the sand, letting out painful cries that sounded like dolphins. Shocked, the crowd rushed to cut open the fishing nets with knives. Yet the very moment the creature was freed, it let out an ear-piercing scream that made the unprepared crowd's heads pound with pain. The strange being began to struggle on the ground, trying to escape back into the ocean. As the camera zoomed in, its true face became clearer. Its skin was dark, its mouth filled with sharp teeth that exuded a foul stench. Beneath its almost beautiful appearance seemed to lie a fragile, hidden heart. This bizarre sight left the local onlookers completely stunned. But this wasn't the only recorded sighting of such a creature. In June 2002, at a resort lake in Canada, a woman went diving when she suddenly seemed to be attacked by a deep-sea humanoid. At first, she was just exploring casually, but as dusk fell, the atmosphere grew increasingly unsettling. She began hearing strange animal-like sounds from the distance. Following the sounds, she swam toward the center of the lake. There, she suddenly felt something huge brushing past beneath her feet. Despite her fear, curiosity drove her to dive deeper. But strangely, the water was empty. Not even small fish could be seen, as if a great predator lurked there. When she surfaced for air, she felt the presence of something massive rapidly approaching. The shadow moved unnaturally fast, disappearing into the lake before she could identify it. The most shocking case, however, occurred in June 2038, near the Ganges River in India. Local fishermen accidentally hauled up a humanoid-like creature in their nets. The being was tangled tightly, screaming loudly, its skin wrinkled and dark, resembling dried fish. Its body was half human, half fish, its face eerily similar to a human's. Strangely, it seemed to beg for help, waving its tail frantically. But the gathered crowd could not understand and only stood by watching. Soon, researchers in hazmat suits arrived, attaching advanced instruments to monitor its condition and attempting to save it. Yet, they overlooked one crucial fact. These beings breathe through water. Without it, how could it survive? By the next morning, the creature was dying. Despite the scientists' efforts through the night, it passed away. Its body, still warm, became yet another chilling mystery of these so-called sea people. This is a real terrifying footage recorded in Florida, USA. The convulsing, horrifying creature you see is actually the child of an 80-year-old mother who suddenly gave birth. The girl living with her discovered that her elderly mother had become unexpectedly pregnant, her body constantly emitting a strong, nauseating stench, and every night she would let out strange, piercing screams. Desperate for help, the girl contacted the most famous duo of exorcist brothers. After 2.5 hours, the brothers finally arrived at the cemetery. The girl warned them that her mother's mood was extremely unstable that night. Sure enough, as soon as they met, the old woman served them a secret homemade burger, but when they looked inside the bowl, it was covered with clumps of strange hair. The bearded brother immediately lost his appetite and refused to take a single bite. In order to uncover the truth, the brothers asked the girl to explain her mother's condition in detail, but she herself didn't know much. Desperate, she confronted her mother, demanding that she reveal the truth. At that moment, the bearded brother, sensing danger, tried to comfort the woman, even saying, "No matter whose child you're carrying, I will take full responsibility." But before he could finish, the woman's water suddenly broke, spilling across the floor. The bearded brother froze in shock. Could he already be about to become a father? The girl, terrified, rushed to drive her mother to the hospital. Speaking of cars, I recently bought a BYD on Gwazi secondhand cars for just over 90,000 yuan. With car prices dropping, it's a great deal. Right now, Gwazi is offering billions in subsidies. You can get Mercedes, BMWs, or BYDs for as low as 50,000 yuan. Every car is professionally inspected. You can test drive for 3 days, and you can even auction your old car. Buying or selling a used car, Gwazi is definitely the way to go. By the time the brothers realized what was happening, the girl had already driven off, leaving them behind. The younger brother urged the bearded one to escape as well, sensing danger. But the bearded brother stubbornly refused, insisting on helping the woman through her ordeal. At first, everything seemed normal as night fell, but in the next moment, the woman mysteriously vanished from her chair. The brothers, asleep, had no idea of the danger approaching. Suddenly, the woman appeared in the hallway, violently slamming against the doors. The loud banging woke the brothers, and they rushed to check, only to see her eerily standing at the bedroom door. The bearded brother, still half asleep, was confused, but quickly chased after her. He found her lying on the house's surgery table, her face twisted in agony as she screamed. Stunned, the bearded brother didn't know what to do. Before he could react, a basketball-sized object suddenly shot out of her body, spraying black slime all over the floor. Following the slimy trail, the brothers chased it into another room. To their horror, what they found was a terrifying, limbless creature wearing only underwear. The bearded brother's scalp went numb with fear, yet when he looked again, the monster had disappeared. Panicked, the brothers hid in a closet, but things only grew worse. The starving creature returned to the surgery room and crawled back inside the woman's body. Meanwhile, the bearded brother, unaware, spotted a dark shadow looming in the hallway. When he turned to look again, a horrifying sight unfolded before his eyes. The brothers were so terrified they nearly wet themselves, but thanks to 2.5 years of long-distance running training, they managed to escape alive.